What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Slipher The Sky Dragon, back at it again. Music brought to you by Freememusic. Please like, comment, subscribe them. Title is called Music Mix 2024 Best NCS Gaming Music Electronic House Best of EDM 2024, and we'll be right back.
Control and own the place.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Slipher The Sky Dragon, back at it again. You know what we doing, you know how we getting into it. We're gonna check out, no, we're not doing that. Just making sure nobody's up chatting. So we are going to take a look at, so first of all, please like, comment, subscribe. Freememusic. Title is called Music Mix 2024 Best of NCS Gaming Music Electronic House Best of EDM 2024. But we are going to pause this real quick. So this is by IGN. They just dropped the new PalWorld update. Let me make sure this is NCS Gaming Music. Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure you guys could still hear me. Before we do this, let's turn this up just a bit. I want to make sure I can still hear this as well as you guys. So let's bump it up a bit. And so from IGN, this is PalWorld FeyBreak DLC official announcement trailer, The Game Awards 2024. Please subscribe to IGN and thank them for this video. And here we go. Ooh, hold on. So right off the rip, go. Looks like we got some new guys. These kind of look like, man, I can't remember what game it was. It's kind of like a zombies game, but it wasn't zombies. But these guys look pretty cool. So they got some tattoos, some new face armor, and some OG axes. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. What is that? So that is new monster number 1. I'm trying to catch a good look at it, but... Whoa! What is that? Whoa! We got some Norse mythology going on here. You got the nice big beard. Got the... what looks like scars in the middle of his head. Might be from a battle. It's looking pretty good. Damn, you go, son. Look at you picking up that big old rock by yourself. Got more abs than a supreme bodybuilder. Looks like we still got that ring in the background. Looks like a new area. Whoa, whoa. Can we go back a bit? Let's see if we can catch that. Don't be scared. What is this guy? Looks like a frozen, dark panda bear of some kind. It's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good so far. Ooh, he straight knocked him. He's like, come on, human, let's fight. So it looks like they're doing some battling. This looks like this is going to kind of be the new area. Looks like we got some different trees, some different plant life. It's looking pretty good. These guys look like they going toe to toe. See, they kind of going like between the new areas. So this looks like might possibly be like another heat area, like a desert area with a little bit of water. Got these guys kind of going at it. What? Are they friends or are they just taking a break? I think they may be just taking a break here. Because they are facing away from each other. Normally friends kind of face each other. Oh, I get what it is. Okay, so this guy is the new tower boss. And this is going to be his new pal. So when you go into the tower fight, this is going to be the pal that he fights with. So basically they're in like training mode. They're really not trying to like kill each other. They're just trying to like train. So this is like a training montage for these guys. That does look pretty sweet though. Look at that boy. Oh man, I can't wait to get this dude. I want to say like a dark... with the blue, it could be like a dark ice type or a dark water type. So, depending. But it kind of looks like a cross between like a bear and maybe like some kind of cat. Like a lion or a panther or something. He just gives him the old 1, 2, ha! Let's go! And he's out. Oh, he's not out. Yeah, see, I kind of figured. It was like a training montage. So he gives him the hand. He's like, come on, buddy. You may have lost the training bout, but we still pals. Pals. Uh-oh. Ooh, so we got 2 new pals. This one kind of looks like it might... the one on the right, the pink one, looks like it might be like a dark ground type. And The one on my left, your right, the gold one looks like it might be either some kind of new fire pal or maybe an electric pal of some kind. But yeah, those look pretty cool. I do like the tower boss one though. I bet you those are gonna be like, if they don't raise the level cap to 60, it's definitely going to be a 55 plus tower battle. And the new armor looks cool. I like this one better than I think, what is it, the plasteel armor? The purple one. I don't really like that purple one. It's okay. I know there's another variant of this style that I was telling you guys before. I was like, man, I wish they would have made this silver one, the main one, and that purple one just that. So, like, I wish they would have swapped those. But it looks like they're kind of doing that with this new armor. So they got the big shoulder blades with the glowing symbol on the shoulder blades and on the chest plate. It might be on the back too, but I'm actually liking this, so that actually looks pretty cool. I like that. Let's go. And then we got the kind of face off. We got what looks like kind of maybe like a new rat pal. Looks like it might be a dark one because everything here is like red and purple. So it looks like that might be a new dark rat pal. This looks like it might be some kind of semi-auto long-range rifle. I heard we're supposed to be getting some new weapons and stuff. I'm gonna look around and see. I know we're getting weapons, we're getting armor, we're getting new building materials, kind of like Lego Fortnite. So, because I like to build, I don't mind building. I just don't have enough pieces sometimes or types of pieces to build full buildings the way I want to. So I'm hoping maybe they give us some round or maybe like some different shaped pieces to kind of like maybe fix the roof and kind of like build different style buildings. I think in this one we're gonna get some like new like Asian type buildings, like the what is it called? Like the bamboo with the paper kind of like buildings. So maybe we're going to be getting new building materials as well. See, this is what I was talking about. Like these dojo kind of buildings. Right here to the right, this looks like it's going to be a new style of chest. I don't want to say that for sure, but it looks like a new style of like box where you can put your materials, your supplies and stuff. I do see what looks like 2 new pals in this clip. That one looks kind of like a spider kind of pal, new pal, and then off to my right, I think it would be your left. Looks like that might be a new pal over there. I'm not entirely sure. It might just be a statue. And then you also have these new machines off to the corner. From what I've been kind of like watching videos this morning, it might be like a new power-up station or maybe some kind of like evolution station. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I'm not entirely sure. It might just be like, instead of you putting your pals back in your pal box, or having like one of your pals, when you put them, one of your incapacitated pals, you put them in your base, and one of your other pals will pick them up and put them on a bed. It looks like this might also be something like that for like your incapacitated pals. But from what I've been seeing, other YouTubers and them posting their videos, this looks like it might be some kind of like power-up station, maybe some kind of like evolution machine, maybe. But it looks pretty cool. And these type of buildings, now that they have like more kind of like traditional roofing, maybe putting roofs on might be a little bit more easier. So looks like we're getting new, not just new pals and new like mini bosses like the mega pals and like the tower bosses, but we're getting new buildings. We're getting, hopefully this is actually going to be in the game, a different type of storage, because sometimes you'll see things like this out in the wild and it's not, it's just something they put in the game. It's not used, it's just like a decoration. But hopefully we get like new types of containers, which would be cool. But let's keep it going. Let's keep going. So yeah, that is a pal. Looks like a dragon, a new dragon type pal. Maybe a new rideable dragon pal. Also, it looks like, I don't know, is he fighting a Depresso? I think that's a Depresso. And that might be a Rush Roar. Rush Roar, I think is what that is. Oh, looks like we might be getting another Ice Pal. Or a Dark Ice Pal. Or maybe just another Dark Pal. They got the purpley kind of like purple sphere kind of attack. So yeah, looks, that's like another pal. So what is that? 1, 2, 3. That might be like 5 new pals so far. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's like 5. It's either 5 or 6. Damn. Damn, I tried to get a... Oops. No. That's way too far, big guy. Where... No. Damn. Went too far. I'm trying to catch it so we can see it. Kind of looks like an ice bunny. Snow bunny kind of pal. And then we got... So this one, the fire one, I guess it's going to be fire. In the front, we saw that. There's a new ice pal behind it. So it looks like that's a 6 new pals. What is that? Is that like a dark penguin bird? I can't wait to see like the new videos where people are like, oh, this is like this and this is a crossover of that, and look how they stole this other creature from Pokemon. And it's like, dude, you have to understand, Pokemon stole all their art from Dragon Quest. I mean, the whole purpose of being able to create new games is to look at other games and be like, what mechanics can we bring to our game? How can we bring familiarity from other games into our game? So it's not, none of these are a 1-for-1. I hate when people say like, oh, what is it? Anubis is Lucario. And it's like, okay, I see the similarity, but Lucario has nothing to do with Egypt as far as I'm concerned. And Anubis is like an Egyptian god. So it's like, I really don't see the comparison. Like, I don't understand why people keep saying, Anubis and Lucario, like, they're 1-for-1. And I'm like, no, they're not. Lucario is skinny as shit. Like, if you look at his arms and, like, his legs, like, they're skinny as shit. And you see Anubis, she's just, like, bulked out. You know what I'm saying? He looks like like Anubis, you know what I'm saying? Half dog, half human. So I'm like, why do you guys keep making that comparison? That does not make any sense. Like, to me, that's not a 1-for-1 character. You know, they're like, oh, that's the most damning one of all. And I'm like, first of all, they're not even of the same subset. Like, Lucario is not from Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Anubis is actually the god of death. You know what I'm saying? And he's bulked out and he's big. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looks like he'd be an Egyptian god, whereas like Lucario is super skinny and like, I need my power up to become big. And it's like, you know, Anubis is like, I'll whoop that ass without a power up. So we got the Frost Bunny again. We got the little rat guy. So this is going to be where that dragon, so 6, 7, 8, I think we're at 8 now. This is where you have to use the kind of digital Stonehenge. It's like another boss type battle. It's where you get the what the hell is her name? The Libros pal. So this is gonna be where that the black dragon with the like the blue diamond tail or whatever it is that comes off his back with the, I think they might be diamond or whatever wings. This is where you're gonna get that boss fight. So it's gonna be another one of those type of fights where you have to gather the stones. You have to gather like 4 or 5 of them to make one, and then you're gonna have your standard one, and then you'll have your Libros one or whatever. So this looks like what that's gonna end up being. Ooh, see, yeah, this is gonna be like the paper mache type, you know, Asian buildings, which looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. I can't wait to like kind of mix and match them. Like I said, I hope they do some more round kind of, you know, to make the buildings round instead of always square. But we'll see. Wait, did I see another pal back there? Oh, it's that little rat dude. Okay. That guy. The little rat. Oh, whoa, whoa. That's a new pal. That looks like a new horsey pal. Yeah, that's a new horsey pal. A new ice horse. It looks like a horse. The other one doesn't look. Is that separate from that one? Is that 2 different pals? No, that's the same one. Okay. There it is. That's the portal. Oh, that's the end of it too. Hold on. Yeah, see? That's the new dragon. The new Libros dragon. New armor looks way better than Plasteel, yeah. Or at least add triangle foundation and ceiling to help us run. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. So how do I say your name? Ari? What's up, Ari? How you doing, man? Appreciate you being here. But yeah, so like he was saying, like new foundation pieces, new ceiling pieces, maybe some rounds to kind of like round off the building and just kind of like make it to where we can shape our buildings a little bit different. Because when you put your PAL box down, it gives you like a round circle instead of a square area to build in. And in certain areas like of your building, you can see like that blue barrier inside your area. So if they just made it round to where we could kind of like just round that part of it out, so you know, so you don't see that blue shimmer in the background. Yeah, you pronounce. Oh, Ari. Yeah. Sometimes I get names when I look at them, and I'm like, damn, dude, I don't want to say that because I don't know if I'm gonna say it correctly. But yeah. Thank you, Ari. I appreciate your comment. But yeah, so just to kind of get that blue line, like shimmer off of the inside of your building, I think if they were gonna do like an area like that, especially in this game, to make it square would have been like better, because you could kind of like, you know, phase that out of the inside of your building, so when you're walking around inside your building you don't see that blue shimmer on the walls. But yeah, so this is the new, looks like a dark dragon possibly, because it looks like it's in more of like the, well, I mean, you could pretty much set these things up anywhere as long as you have. So the thing about it is when you're building in your town, you don't have to have the materials in your bag. But if you do want to build something outside of your town, you do have to have all the materials in your bag. I know it's annoying trying to build a square inside of. Yeah, obviously from the mind trick, the circle doesn't fit in the square, or the square doesn't fit in the circle. So it makes it annoying when you're trying to build. Like I think they maybe should expand that a little bit, so like you can actually get, like, not put that inside your building and make your building look weird. So if they were gonna leave it circular like that, they should have made it bigger, so that way when you go to like build your town, it doesn't make the inside of your town look weird. But so yeah, the as far as the like the digital Stonehenge boss thing that you can build, um, you can pretty much put it anywhere. But from where they're doing it here, it looks like it's more of a, like a drier area. Not necessarily like desert, but it's like more of a dry land. So it might be like, looks like it's gonna be in the dark dragon kind of style and feel. So this looks like it's gonna be another dark Libros type thing. So you get the Bella Noir, you get the Bella Noir Libros, and you get the Blazemut, and I think it's Blazemut Libros. I'm not sure. I haven't played it in a bit. I've been going through some issues with my house got hit by a car. One of my computers got destroyed, so I'm on a different machine right now. So if it doesn't look right to you guys, it's because I haven't gotten everything configured. I haven't gotten my new PC replaced. So if it doesn't look the same, or if the quality is a little bit down, it's because I'm using a different machine. I still have the RTX 3080 in this machine. It was one of the pieces that didn't get mangled in the car accident. Not I didn't get in a car accident. Somebody hit my house, obviously. But so I still have the RTX and it does work in this machine. But I'm still having to tweak things here and there. I did get a different capture card from a buddy of mine who's going through some hard times. So I'm still trying to get that configured. I haven't actually got it to work just yet. Like I do have the Xbox and stuff like set up right here on the floor. Damn, that's crazy opening. Yeah, no, like I was in a different part of the house. They hit the corner of the living room. So, yeah, I mean, as far as me personally, and I've been telling people this a lot. Let's just cap this real quick. So it's PalWorld, FeyBreak. This was by IGN, so go ahead and check them out. But yeah, no, I'm okay. I was actually asleep when it happened, and I'm supposed to be having a neck surgery pretty soon, triple neck surgery. So I had taken my meds. I was in a little bit of pain, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna pass out, go to sleep. Um, the kid hit the house. They tried to knock on the door. The fire department, ambulance, people were here. So yeah, no, I was gonna do a live stream that night, but I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling good, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to bed. And yeah, the kid hit the living room, and luckily for him, my foundation is like a foot and a half high. So he hit the corner of the fence, which is where the fence post was at, the one that's cemented into the ground. So he hit the post, and then he hit the foundation. If my house was like a regular, because you got to step up to get into my house. So I have like 3 steps at my front door. So you step up, and then you're actually leveled with the house. So just if my house was built like a normal house and the foundation was on the floor, yeah, he would have been inside my living room. So yeah, it was just kind of one of those lucky for him scenarios that I mean, even though he was going pretty fast, he did hit the pole. Literally ripped the pole out of the ground. So ripped the pole out with the concrete slab that it was in, and then hit the corner of my house. But like I said, I have about a foot or foot and a half high foundation, so he did hit the house, but luckily the foundation stopped his momentum before he ended up in my living room. So I got the whole landlord lawsuit, insurance, all of one of my TVs got destroyed. My sound bar fell off the wall, hit the TV, broke the TV, knocked over my computer. My computer fell on the floor. There's a bunch of parts inside it that were, just jiggling around. Obviously, they got broke from the impact, so I didn't want to turn that machine on and have some piece of metal touching the wrong piece of metal and fry the motherboard and stuff like that. So I took the video card out and I swapped it out with another machine that I had. I had planned on doing upgrades to that machine anyway, so I could do a 2 PC setup, and then I could also do a gaming setup on one TV with OBS doing that, also controlling a second monitor with the second PC doing the live stream stuff. We're slowly but surely getting things together here. I know my house looks like shit. I had to do a upper and a lower endoscopy because I've been losing a little bit of weight. So they're like, oh, we want to make sure you don't have like cancer in your stomach lining and stuff like that before we do this neck surgery, because obviously cancer is a bad thing. You don't want to start doing other surgeries and spread the cancer all over your body. So a couple days ago, so I've been off for a few days. I haven't been back to work. This will be my first day actually going back to driving. But they just want to make sure, that I didn't, because I was losing weight and pretty rapidly. I've lost like 30 pounds in the last actually 34 pounds in the last 30 days. So like a pound a day, which is, if you're trying to lose weight, it's a good thing. If you're normally used to being 155, 165 pounds, like I'm used to being pretty bulky. And as you guys can see, I'm pretty slim. Not that I mind that, but medically, I do mind. Like, if it's happening for a different reason that I am not in control of, then I would rather know that before making it worse. So, I've been off for a few days. I've been trying to get this whole YouTube thing figured out. I do have a Kick now, and I have a Twitch now. So, well, I mean, I've had them, but I'm starting to do regular videos. I do have the multi-stream app, so I can, multi-stream. So the video that you're seeing here is also being played on Kick. So that one is Velocity X Gaming TV on Kick, if you want to check me out on Kick. It's Velocity X Gaming. How do you do the Twitch thing? It's like twitch.tv/Velocity X Gaming. So if you guys want to check me out there. But they all go live at the same time. They're not different streams at different times. So like my live streams will always be all 3 channels at the same time. So if you ever see it live here, it's going to be live on Kick. It's going to be live on Twitch. I'm trying to get some podcast, family going. I got a buddy of mine who's trying to get his PC stuff set up so he can join me in the podcast. I do have another female that's going to be jumping in with us. We might do a little bit of rebranding. It's still going to be Velocity X as the brand. Everybody's going to have their own name. So I am Slipher The Sky Dragon, or you could just call me Slipher. I do have a buddy of mine who's going to be jumping on. That's Pharaoh Reaper 710. So if you guys want to go check him out, he's, I don't know if he's live on Twitch right now. And if he's live on the Kick and he's in there talking shit, because he's like, look at your chat. Hey man, I'm over in YouTube. If you don't ever see me paying attention to the Kick chat, it's because I don't have everything set up. So I don't have my OBS with like all the different chat windows just yet because I don't have a second monitor just yet or a second TV. So he's probably over there right now calling me an asshole, calling me names, calling me the Mexican Tony Stark or whatever. He's probably in there talking shit. You guys can go in there and check him out. He's usually doing I can't remember what he's usually doing Steam games. He hasn't been really doing like I don't want to say regular video games, but he's not doing like PlayStation or Xbox or he's usually playing a lot of Steam games. We're gonna try to get that figured out. I need to get my Steam account fixed so that way I can because there's one. It's called Liars something or other. It's like a card type game that he wants me to try. And there's some other games, and we're also going to be doing like reaction videos as far as like the podcast. So we're trying to get everybody kind of like dialed in. I've been working on my channel for a while, about 6 months. I think I had 150 videos. I had to take some of them down because they were like test videos. I was testing video cards and testing a lot of new equipment. So some of them are just test videos that ran into being videos, and then some of them were just test videos where you can't hear the audio or you can't see the video for whatever technical reason. I was adding something to the account. So it went from like 150 videos to like, I think now it's at like 111 or 100 and whatever. But I did take those videos off because they were super low in count. I don't try to keep videos on my account that are like 10 views or less. So a lot of those videos got deleted because it was like 1 view, no views, 5 views. So I'm like, okay, it's not really a big deal. I didn't do it because there was something incriminating on there. It was just, it was a tester video. Didn't need to be on my account. Some of those videos, if you leave them on your account, they will affect your account negatively as far as like the statistics that they use to push your videos out to other people. So if you guys have like new channels or you're doing this for the first time, make sure you get rid of your tester videos or videos that just don't look right or they're pixelated or it just something's wrong with the audio or the video. Just get rid of them. It's going to negatively affect your account. You can always make new videos to get your video count up, and you don't lose the viewer count. It always still counts towards your videos. As far as I know, I haven't seen any of my view counts go down from deleting videos. So whatever view counts you got off those videos, the 1 or 2 views or 5 views, whatever, those stay on your account towards your watch hours and stuff. So just delete the ones that don't need to be there. It's better for you in the long run. It'll help your channel look better. There won't be a bunch of these just random test videos or random videos that just don't look good on your account. You always want to make sure your account looks good for people. I did this PalWorld FeyBreak live stream. I finally got everything reset up. I haven't been doing daily videos. Normally I do daily videos. So I'll either be playing a game or reviewing some drama online or like this right here, reviewing updates for games that I like to play or that I normally have on my account. If there are games you guys want to see me play, or if there's something that you guys want me to review, please leave a like and a comment. It really helps me kind of gauge the kind of stuff that you guys want to see. It also helps me put that to everyone else who's involved. We don't have a company. We are solo dolo. So we're all trying to get, ideas and things together, like what you guys want to see. I started out as a basic gaming live stream. I do want to kind of break out and get into like, internet drama, stuff that's going on in the world. Not necessarily politics, but just stuff that's going on and things of that nature. So if you guys have ideas, leave them in the comment section down below. just so we can go through it and see, like, okay, they did like the PalWorld, but they also want to see this. Like, I know Lego has gotten some pretty big updates. I wasn't a fan of Lego because they weren't doing the right updates and they kept breaking the game. So I was like, I don't know if I want to do this Lego thing anymore. But I might start doing more Lego videos. I heard they got finally the Dark Forest thing kind of going a little bit. They've added some stuff. The way you upgrade your armor and materials and your weapons and things like that. So I do want to check that out. But this, aside from the PalWorld lawsuit, I saw this come up this morning in my feed. And I was like, okay, I got to do a quick video on this, show the new monsters, show kind of the new game mechanics. I know some people have been like, they don't like the fact that when they throw their PAL sphere out, now that instead of the PAL coming out wherever you throw the ball, it always pops up next to you, which kind of makes it hard for battling. But I do get the reason why they're doing it. They're testing new mechanics because of this lawsuit. So they're like, let's, instead of having it come out way over there, we'll put it over here. We'll see how people like it. If they don't like it, they'll probably end up changing it to something different. Who knows? It might stay like this forever. But for me, it's more of like the because once you start getting into catching and breeding, and then you beat all the tower bosses, it's one of those things where you kind of get into like building and the build mechanics, putting your areas up so your guys don't get hung up and they don't start saying like, well, I can't reach this machine or that machine. So when you're building your bases, the rounds that that Ari and I were talking about, it makes it easier to have different shaped openings so your pals can actually get into your building and do the work. We're gonna do another breakdown of PalWorld just to kind of give everybody like, hey, you know, if you want to get quick cash and, you know, get, you know, cool stuff right away. I do have beginner guides. You'll have to go back, but I do kind of want to make some new beginner guides for the FeyBreak release. It's going to be, I think it's next week sometime. I believe it's the 23rd, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you're going to start seeing more clips of this. You're going to start seeing more clear, like what the pals are, what their names are, what their abilities are going to be, you know, what their, so if they're like a grass type or a dark type or ice type. So you're going to get the typing, you're going to get maybe a sneak peek of what their abilities are going to be, what the buildings are going to look like. With them being in this lawsuit with Nintendo, it's kind of like, you know, you don't want to put out the wrong mechanic, so they, because they're already being sued for mechanics, so now they have to be like, okay, what can we do to avoid this lawsuit being something bigger than it needs to be? I think the whole thing with Rockstar and Grand Theft Auto 5 kind of maybe saving PalWorld a bit. I don't know if everybody has heard this, but there was a fan mod. I think the person is actually like an actual mod creator. So I think this may actually count because from what I understand, Nintendo has always used this. It doesn't matter when you filed a patent. It matters when you started using the mechanic. And they're claiming that Arceus was, you know, before PalWorld and they were using the mechanics. But if you go back to the GTA mod, GTA was actually the first person to use that that mod or that feature where you can run around in the real world and throw the ball and catch the Pokemon. It was a Pokemon mod. This was like way before I think even PalWorld came out, but it was a so it was Pokemon in GTA 5, and your character basically did the same thing you do in PalWorld. You can run around, um, you know, attack the Pokemon, lower the level, throw the Pokeball, and catch it. Well, in PalWorld, it's called the Sphere, PalSphere. But if they can get Rockstar and this person, whoever created this mod, to be like, no, if you're going to claim that it doesn't matter when you file the patent, it matters when you use it or when it's being used in the game, like whoever is the first person to actually use it in the game, then GTA was the first person to use those types of mechanics, and that might actually save PalWorld. But we're gonna have to see. I'm not a Tokyo lawyer. This is all in Tokyo court, so I'm not a lawyer. Obviously, I'm just some guy on the internet. But from what a lot of people are saying, this might hurt Nintendo because they weren't the first ones to use it, and that has been their big claim. They've never lost a lawsuit that they initiated. Every lawsuit that they have set against somebody, they have either won or settled, but still won. Like they settled, but the company still had to pay them royalties to use whatever it was that they were being sued over. So the other company didn't technically lose, but they're still going to lose money, which in Nintendo's eyes is, just as good as winning, because no matter what, they're going to get royalties for whatever it was that they sued for. So even though they didn't technically win, they still won in the end, which is what they're trying to do to PalWorld. They're trying to get them to basically... So they've already pretty much put a settlement out. The settlement was for like 5 million yen, which only really equivalates to like $60,000 in American money, like $60,000 or $65,000. So everybody's saying, oh, just pay it. And it's like, no, dude. If they submit and they pay, they're going to be paying forever with that. It's going to be a constant, they got to pay royalties on whatever. But if they can get Rockstar and the creator of that mod to come into their case and be like, no, we were the first ones that did that. Not Nintendo, not Arceus. Our game had it years before Arceus came out, years before PalWorld came out. Like, that's our mechanic. And since since Rockstar is a part of PlayStation, and they are doing a collab with PalWorld, as far as Sony and PlayStation and their what they want to do with PalWorld, they're trying to create basically the same thing like Pokemon. They want to do like a TV show. They want to do the big three. So the TV show, the video game, and possibly a card game or some kind of variant like that. So they're trying to get that big three out there. So if they can beat this case and keep their link with Sony alive as far as fighting Nintendo, because like I've said before, and a lot of people don't know this, is that Sony and Nintendo were supposed to be one when Sony first came out. And Sony said to Nintendo, we want to be a part of your brand, but we want to do our own thing. We don't want to be labeled as a Nintendo product. Like, we want to be Sony PlayStation, but in collaboration with Nintendo. And they kind of had a thing going, and then once Sony was like, we want to be a part of you, but we want to do our own thing, Nintendo pulled out of the deal, costing Sony millions of dollars. So this is just kind of like Sony putting it to Nintendo for messing up their deal. So they're like, you know what? We're going to take the one game in the history of gaming that has pretty much knocked you guys on your ass for not innovating. I mean, yeah, Arceus was supposed to be their version of PalWorld, but they never did anything else with it. You know, like even when you got into a battle in Arceus, it just took you into a standard Pokemon battle, like a turn-based battle. It wasn't the same thing like PalWorld where you're shooting and you're moving and you're constantly in this battle while you're playing the game until you lower it enough to catch it, or if it's, you know, a tower boss, you can't catch the tower bosses, so you're just constantly in that battle until you win. And with Arceus, you just get into that same, you know, turn-based styled, you pick a move, they pick a move, you pick a move, they pick a move, you pick a move, they pick a move. No, in PalWorld, you're in that fight, you're switching out weapons, you're trying to throw Pokeballs while you're trying to lower their, their HP low enough for you to get a higher capture rate, so you don't have to use 500 balls to catch one pal. You're in that constant battle all the time. And that's what they're kind of like they're trying to say. It's like, no, we're not using your style of, turn based. Like ours is a constant battle all the time until you catch the pal. And when you're playing, Arceus, once you get into a fight with a Pokemon, it takes you into that, turn-based style, which is stupid. They should have just left it in the real world. That would have made their claim a little bit harder for PalWorld to fight against. But with Sony and Rockstar having this mechanic made by an outside source that made it available in GTA 5, that kind of puts a wrinkle in their plan, because their main, well, it's not when you file it, it's when, when you use it. Well, Rockstar did it first. Technically, the thing that they're suing PalWorld over, Rockstar did it first. So it's like, how do you make that argument now? Because you didn't own that patent for years. And then you hear that PalWorld is coming out with like 2 million active players from day one. Like, now you have an issue. Now you need to update your patents because somebody came out of the woodworks and knocked it out of the park with a Pokemon style creature catcher type game that everybody really liked. I mean, yeah, it's got its flaws. It's going to take maybe a year or so for them to get under their feet. But with this FeyBreak update coming up, it seems like, from my understanding of it, they're going to do massive updates like this, maybe once or twice a year. And then in between these massive updates, you're going to get hot fixes and patches and, just standard game bug fixes and updates and stuff like that. But twice a year, so maybe at the 6-month mark. So this year will be like their second major update. The first one that they did was the Sakurajima. I hate trying to say that because I'm like, dude, I'm probably butchering this, but the Sakurajima update was, I think it was about 5 months or 6 months after release. Might have been a little bit longer, but it looks like their big style updates are going to be coming out like once every 6 months. So they'll add like a new island, a new stack of pals, a new boss battles, like the ones you do that are on the island where you can catch the boss pals. and then one or two tower bosses or some kind of something new to the story as far as like the tower bosses. Because if you try to, I haven't really looked up too much of the lore, and I do want to kind of do that. So if you start looking into the lore, the boss battles, those little cutscenes, they kind of tell a story. So you gotta kind of like patch them all together and kind of like look at their body language and see the story that they're trying to tell, you know? So I think it's going to be like that. It's going to give them like a way to tell their story, like give new pieces to the puzzle of the story before the TV show comes out, before the card game becomes a thing. So, you know, I want to keep making sure I get all these updates. So, yeah, we're going to have, it's going to be December 23rd, 2024. So, next week, I mean, you know, make some space on your PC, make some space on your game consoles, your wherever you play it. The only thing is you won't be able to play it on the Switch. So, if you own a Switch, find a computer, buy a laptop that's got, you know, good gaming qualities inside of it. But if you own a Nintendo or any kind of Nintendo product, you're never going to be able to play this game because it'll never come to Nintendo. Nintendo, now that they're in a lawsuit, it's never going to be a part of Nintendo. So it won't be one of those cross platforms like Fortnite. So it's not going to be on every console. It'll be on every console but Nintendo. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you only own a Switch at home, you may want to either beef up the computer you have, get a new one that can handle it, or something, or just buy an Xbox or a PlayStation or whatever, because that's going to be the only way you're going to play it. They're going to get, like I said, new updates about every 6 months or so, give or take. Every game developing company sometimes will be like, yeah, it'll be every 6 months, and then they get to that almost that 6 month mark, and they're like, well, we need to push it out one more month because, or 1 or 2 more months because mechanics aren't working or something is glitching that we can't fix. So it's going to be between like 6, maybe 8 months that we'll get a massive update like the FeyBreak and like the Sakurajima update. So please stay tuned to my channel. I will always do updates as soon as I hear them. But like I always say, in intermission, I love you guys. I appreciate everybody that was here. Thank you, Miss Brittany. Thank you, Miss Ghost Ride the Whip. Thank you, Ari. I appreciate your questions, man. Thank you for being here. New guy, I don't know if he subbed. If you subbed, thank you. If you didn't, I appreciate you being here. Every little bit helps. You know, view counts, subscribers. If you subscribed, I appreciate it. I love everyone. I love my community. Like I said, things look crazy right now. I got, you guys can see my bedroom in the background. It's kind of it's been a mess. I got my son's food tray. I still haven't cleaned the house. I did a surgery, and then right after that I had my son, so I haven't really done much cleanup, but I will do, you know, all of that once I get everything readjusted and set up the right way, the way I want it. My son was napping on the couch, so the couch is, that's where his food stuff was. So, you know, I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys. But like I always say, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on all notifications so you always get notified of new videos. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!